Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. We may be a few seconds early here, so give me a minute.
Have to skip an ad on our own.
We gotta. It's bad. You gotta skip your own ads.
I've actually been drinking my tea for a little while. Somebody's saying I had to get my tea. Yeah,
Yep.
kind of had it going. Okay, I think we're
I,
there.
I think we're there. Tell me if y'all can hear us. Make sure everything's going all right.
We're not seeing. I'm missing some stuff, or what am I doing? We're not getting
What are you looking for?
our numbers and stuff is not there.
They don't ever
So
show up, so don't worry about it.
yeah, they're usually right there.
I
But
know
I
the
know we're having some.
YouTube's all screwed up now, so.
They're making a mess with everything. So how are you
Yeah.
guys today?
All right, y'all. I'm trying to figure out how many's in the room. Y'all have to tell us how many's in the room because we can't tell. Our
Yeah.
YouTube has got it so screwed up on our end over here. So
Well, I see WeTree. Can you just tell us numbers about every 10 minutes or so would help. LCJ Farms, Roxanne Shelley, Doug and Stacy, Alicia,
yeah.
Blue Jay Bones, hi, Rain, NMS, Piney Woods. I'm seeing Ava, Julie, Logan's,
Wow.
Grizz,
They're going so
Patrick,
fast I can't even see it.
Terry, Ellen, Lynette, Susie, Mike, Sharon, Jackie. I'm getting there.
JM, Tawana.
Hey, JM.
You know.
Okay,
Echoes,
so I quit.
Edward. Okay. President and First Lady in camo. All right. Here
Yes,
we
we are in camo today.
go.
All right. Well,
Oh.
it's been kind of cool.
It has been
So we've had
kind of cool. We went from 80 degrees in the morning to 55 in the morning. Some mornings we got down to 53, which is awesome for us. I mean,
yeah, it beats 100, believe me. So
hey Jackie,
I see Songbird and
my
2.67,
pie.
Trudy, Lonely, RL McCullough,
Wow.
Tall Oak, Oldie, Kitty. Okay, I think most of
Okay.
my Big Bear, most all of my moderators are here.
Okay.
So you guys, that's great.
We're at 108.
Okay.
I wish they'd show us our numbers. We can't get nothing here, man. We've had internet problems again
Some of them saying
all week.
118. Yeah, and if something happens, y'all just bear with us.
Bear with us. I had to change the router out yesterday, so it's constantly something. So.
Yes, Farmer Mimo, I did see Amanda's video real early this morning, and I was laughing way before the end. I was laughing at the beginning because I knew she had done messed up. It was funny. I enjoyed it. So you gonna read comments? You gonna talk?
I'm sitting here reading comments.
Yeah, the comments are pretty cool.
The comments are cool, y'all. I mean, I love the interaction. You know, I mean, I do. It thrills me to see everything that y'all have to say and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm getting where
Sometimes
I kind of enjoy that.
We're gonna have to just throw our sheet to the wind and talk to you guys. So
yeah, because I mean, I figure y'all get on here, you want to hear us, and you want to
ask questions.
You want to know
what's going on.
You might not even want to hear what we got to talk about.
You got another Danny for president.
Yeah, I agree, Grizz. No hard feelings, man.
No, Grizz, it's okay if you just kind of chill. That'll be all right.
Daniel Bean says, got some Danny corn today. Cool. I'm glad it made it there. All right.
That's good. Deal. Did we go hunting? Well, sort of, kind of. We got a coon today.
Yeah, we did. We've been shooting video of our deer and stuff in the fields, and we looked 2 days ago, and the field had coons with the deer in it. So I told her, I said, we've got another coon on the property, and anytime we get a predator on our property, we immediately deal with it. We don't give it any time. So I set my traps, and we went ahead and took care of him, got him out of the picture, so we don't have to worry about him. So.
Yeah, Off-Grid Kid said he missed that it was camo night. I'm sorry. I should have called you and told you to wear your camo tonight.
Yeah, this is when it gets to be cool weather in deep south, camo comes out of the closet. You know?
Hey, that's a redneck thing, I think. But
what part of the country are you in? I don't know if that was for us or if that's for somebody else.
We're in Mississippi.
We're in South Mississippi. Okay, so wonderful. My lane shot 2 coons with his .45. It was fun. Cool. Yeah, it would have
Show
been
us how
fun.
to make a coon skin cap. I'm sorry,
Hey, y'all got to go
Big
talk to
Bear.
Big Bear about that. He's done
He
promised.
owes us a cap.
Yeah, he promised me a coonskin hat. And I haven't seen
Big
it
Bear,
yet,
where's our hat?
so we're waiting on it.
So
Okay, enough of this. We're sitting here babbling on here. So
that's okay.
let's see here. Where are we gonna start at tonight?
Farmer Mimo says, is there any other color than camouflage?
Not in my book. There's not.
Danny would wear it all the
I'd
time.
wear it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if it was left up to me.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen.
I'd wear it to church if they'd let me.
They don't care.
I know they would. They wouldn't care. I could go in there with anything on. They wouldn't care. But well, they would care.
Big Bear, where's our cow? He hasn't answered me yet.
Trapping season. Oh, he says in other words, trapping season don't open until December the 1st up there, so he can't do anything till
we
then.
should have sent you the coon today, right?
Yeah, I went ahead and took care of the one here. I don't wait on that. Okay, what do you want? Where do you want to start at?
Well, let me talk about a couple of things first. The frugal family food. This is the last, I think, the last week of the frugal family food. It was Friday, and Fuel. I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. Amy Fuel, Fewell, Fuel Homestead, I think's the name of it.
Sounds good to me.
She did the frugal family food on Friday, and also she's going to be the one that is receiving the carousel package. If y'all remember, it started with Palmetto Paratrooper, came to us. We sent it to Appalachia's Homestead. She sent it to Fouchamatic, and Fouchamatic sent it to Fuel Homestead. So you guys check Amy's video out this week. She said it's on the way, or either she's just got it, one of the two. So yeah, she should have her video up. And so that's my update on the frugal family food. That gets, Amanda, that's really.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You've got down here about Patera. You want to talk about her for just a moment?
Oh, yes. Patera put up today a video. It's called Homestead Crisis, 5 Tips. Any of you guys, y'all need to go watch it. She did a fantastic job listing 5 things that she thinks would help. Well, here's Appalachia anyway. Howdy. I was talking about your video. Y'all go watch Appalachia's Homestead video on the Homestead Crisis. She did a great job showing you 5 tips she has, and I'm telling y'all, she just nails it, and she's funny too.
Patera's my new sweetheart. You know.
I know, Patera. I'm having to fight.
I'm telling you what, girl, I love you, man. I'm gonna tell you, I really do. I've followed you since the beginning, anyway. So,
okay, so I'm having to fight with Patera for my husband, really.
She's a great kid. She's a great lady.
I love Patera. She and I talked on night, and it just blesses my heart to have somebody to talk to like that. She's just good.
Yeah.
And so y'all go check out her video on the crisis, how to handle a crisis, 5 tips.
And so this is one of the things that I talk about. A lot of times y'all see on my porch times, I talk about life-changing events. And I'm not necessarily talking about weather or man-made situations. And the reason I use the word life-changing events is because I've been through so many in my own life. And I know what it does to a family and a homestead. And that's why I put those things out there. So, and Patera nailed it when she, whenever she did it. So, I mean, y'all, that's the reason I tell y'all, you need to go watch this video. It's exciting. It's really, really good. So,
Bandana Grandma says to remind you she's sitting right here too.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Now, we started off this week with a video called "If You Plant It, They Will Come," and it was kind of a title that we came up with. It was a little bit off the wall, but we kind of figured that it would be a good title for the food plot that we had planted there, and it worked just like we said. When you put a food plot in the way it's supposed to be put in, you usually get good results. And we've got, at this point, I'm going to take a wild guess and say we've got over 200 pictures of.
Oh, we've got way more than that because we've been filming all week, And I put 69 up today, and I think yesterday was like 89, and
Oh, so we're probably bumping
300 or 400 pictures of the same deer.
Yeah.
She loves that food plot, y'all.
Yeah,
The same deer.
It's the same deer. She comes out, and that's not the only thing about it. We have her with other wildlife in the food plot. And what amazes me is that this wildlife, they all coexist together and don't pay each other any attention.
The coon is this far from her face in the video.
Yeah.
And then the rabbit's probably within two to three
feet. There's rabbits hopping around her. There's coons walking around her, and she's got little ones because we can see her udders on her, and we know that something's been nursing on her, and she keeps looking over her shoulder all the time. So I know the little ones is just outside the food plot there somewhere. So we're kind of interested, and we're waiting. We film every night so that we're hoping that at some point the young ones are going to come in, and we can kind of get a view of them and see what they look like.
And what was bad last night, at this time of night, 8:15 to 8:30, she was right out there on that hillside. So
yeah.
If I turn the camera around, y'all want to see if she's still on the hillside. It's dark out there, but she was out there.
Yeah, we name our deer too. We'll eventually come up with a name for this one because we probably won't take this deer, at least not right now anyway. We might take one of our young ones, maybe more closer toward the spring when deer season gets a little further along. But
right now we just want to see the little ones.
We just want to see them right now.
I just like filming stuff, so.
And
Wayne's in the house.
Vern is asking, what is your hunting limit here? We can take up to 9 deer here, I believe, if I'm correct. Which is, I won't take that many. I mean, I used to in the past, but I won't take that many now. We
would be good if we could have 2, maybe 3, just to have in the freezer.
Yeah, if we could get 2 or 3 to go in the freezer, we'll be happy with that. Because we basically turn our deer into ground meat anyway. I mean,
yeah, we like the roast and we like the steaks, but the rest of it goes into meat. Now the other thing was your porch time. He talked about hunting and
yeah, we talked about hunting on porch time, and I did that because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I look out there at all the videos that are. I mean, I do watch a lot of videos. I don't comment a lot of times, but I'm gonna tell y'all what. There's some videos out there that's just off the wall. I mean, they talk about hunting and they have no clue about what they're even talking about.
And then there's some good ones because
I watch some good ones, but I mean, I've done this for 50 years almost, and
$2.
And I'm telling y'all, you have to be careful about some of these channels that you watch when it has to do with hunting and food plots and all that kind of stuff because. Look, they're off the wall. I mean, if you're gonna spend your time watching, watch one that deals specifically with hunting and food plots, and one that makes a lot of sense. And I'm not saying we're the best at what we do, but what I'm telling you is we love venison here, and it usually works what we do. And Roxanne says hunting is very spiritual. It used to be for me because that's all I used to eat, live, sleep, and drink was hunting. So,
okay, Terry says that she was taught the best way to discourage coons was to shoot them, slice them, and drag them to the. Well, we kind of get rid of them because I don't want them getting our chickens.
Yeah, Doug says there's a lot of channels like that, even about homesteading, and that's the reason. If you go back on our channels, you'll look and see we made one about homesteading myths. Now, we got a little bit of flack because of that, because people thought we were making fun of beginning homesteaders, but we really wasn't.
No.
This guy was actually an actor that we had to stage the other end of this with Empty Hammock. But it was to get a point out there that there is a lot of these homesteading channels that are just myths. I mean, and granted, I think they want to learn to homestead, but they're showing people the wrong way sometimes, and you have to be careful. That's true, but then a lot of them are just out there just to trying to earn $1, and they know that there's a lot of people into homesteading right now, and they just try to throw a bunch of stuff out there that's not even true anymore.
Exactly.
So
Miss B lady said she got her spoons and stuff.
Oh, cool! I hope you enjoy them. And I'll get some more spoons up when I get a chance. It's just they're very time consuming to make. It takes a pretty good while to make one of them. So it ain't like I make any money on them. I just do them because I just like to put novelty items out there, I guess. But
Yeah,
just
he's got some ready. It's just going to take him some time. We've had so much going on this week. He hadn't gotten into spoons. He did get our sign
yes,
that
our
was over
sign.
here last week.
Yeah, the sign is almost completely built. We'll be putting it up. I'm waiting on the phone company to come and mark the lines on the ground out there because we're putting it out beside the road. Because we have so many visitors coming here to our homestead now, our YouTubers coming to our homestead that
2.67 acres was here this week,
yes,
Joe and Debbie. And I saw him in the chat earlier, so I know he was here anyway.
yes.
We had a good time with
We had
them
a
this
good
week.
visit with Joe and Debbie this week from 2.67 acres. And, I mean, there's lots of other ones that are scheduled to come and visit with us. And what we're trying to do is get a sign up because we live so far off the beaten path that when they get here, I want them to be able to have a sign beside the road to say, this is where you turn at. And let's.
I think I've seen 3 or 4 or 5 people wanting spoons, so
I
he's going to
guess,
have to get busy.
yeah, I mean, I was going to try to get them all up and get things like that ready for Christmas so that people could, have them for Christmas and different things. It's just that, it's been fall around here is a really, really busy time. I mean, today we planted the gardens today,
Our
and
greens.
our greens all got planted today. So we spent a pretty good while today doing that, and we always preparing our soil, trying to get ready for next year. We're doing food plots. I mean, and we're still picking vegetables and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we
yeah,
still got peppers. What else have we still? We just finished with the
yeah, we
muscadines.
just finished muscadines, made a lot of juice, made jellies and stuff like that. So
I can't remember what else we still got. I've got
we got
lettuce
sweet
coming.
potatoes to dig this week.
Yeah, I've got lettuce that's come up volunteer. I've got cucumbers that come up volunteer. We had one Danny corn plant come up where we didn't plant it. Um,
Ball jars,
yeah.
lonely prepper. That's the only one we'll use. We do not use mason. We may use a mason
Well, some of
jar,
them we've got
but
not
we
the
don't
lids.
use the mason lids because the mason lids will not hold up. They will start to rust. So the only thing we use a mason lid for is our vacuum seal canning. That's the only thing we'll use one of those lids for.
And Suburban, you asked earlier about did I read your comment on the sugar cane? Yes, I did. Uh, it was it wouldn't let me answer you then, but I think I went back right before the show and did answer. So
Daniel
you
Bam is
also,
asking when will figs be ready? The figs have been over here.
but the figs that was in that film today that I put up is Danny's grandpa's tree, and it's already made, and we've done put up those figs. But it made again; those figs are actually on the tree now. I made all that video day before yesterday, and those figs came on. It's late. I don't know why
I
they're
don't.
on there, but
Um,
I don't know if they'll get ready. But the tree made already this summer.
the big lady's asking, how long can you leave your carrots in the ground? You can leave your carrots in the ground all year as long as you mulch them real good. You just have to understand that the sugars in them will turn to starch if you just leave them in the ground. But then a carrot is a 2-year plant for getting seeds. So if you want seeds, you just leave them in the ground and compost them real heavy so that they don't freeze, and they'll last till next year. But now if your ground freezes real deep where you're at, you're going to have to take them out and put them in some sand and keep them kind of damp through the winter in a good location and put them back in the ground the next year.
Now I haven't tried Tatler lids, but Danny has.
I have. The Tatler lids. I've had failures with them, so that's the reason I don't use them.
And our first frost, I don't think we've had a frost in 2 or 3 years. No, I'm just joking. Uh, we got just very little frost last
Yeah,
year,
I think we had 4 or
so
5 frosts last year.
it wasn't too much. Do we grow cabbage? Yes, we are going to be growing some
Yeah.
cabbage.
Will carrots grow okay in a 5-gallon bucket? Yes, they'll grow fine in a 5-gallon bucket as long as you keep the moisture content there.
Yeah, and we'll be digging some more sweet potatoes this week. I saw Doug and Stacy say something about their sweet potatoes were good. Yes, we had baked sweet potatoes yesterday,
Yep.
and usually, and he's still eating on some sweet potato goodie that I made. It's like a pie
Like a
without
pie.
a pie shell.
Yes, we top our sweet potatoes. If we're going to leave them in the ground, we cut the tops off of them. We leave them about an inch long above the carrot when we cut them off.
Have you ever heard of
Or,
Or, Orchard
orchard
Road
road
jars?
jars.
No.
No, Gothic sugar. I have not heard of those particular type of jars.
Is there anything you don't know how to grow? Well, we're working on it. We like unusual things, as you saw from our video.
Yeah,
And when I came here, we started planting all kinds of unusual plants and stuff.
yeah.
So we have a wide variety of unusual stuff, and we'll continue because people keep sending seeds, and we want to try all of them. So
Yeah, we try everything. I mean, that's the whole beauty of it. I mean, you never know until you try. And I don't claim to be a professional at everything I do, but if I grow something new, it's very interesting to me, and I want to learn as much about it as I can. So we definitely try
yeah,
new things here. No, I haven't seen Rain's video on the Tatler lids. I tried Tatler lids probably 10 years ago, and I tried them for 4 or 5 years, and I kept having some of them lose their seal, so I just basically quit using them.
can we talk about the pineapple and the banana plants? The
Uh,
pineapples and bananas he started before I got here that year.
Actually, the same year we met.
You'd started them just before
Yeah,
I got here.
yeah.
And tell them where you got the bananas.
The bananas is an African red violet banana. There's a man who lives about 15 minutes from me who raises banana trees, and his trees are about 30, 35 feet tall, have bananas on them, and I never could get mine up to 10 feet tall, much less that tall and have any bananas on them. And he asked me, he said, do you cut yours back every year? And at that time, I told him I did. And he said, that's where you're making your mistake because it takes 18 months to grow a banana. And he said, do not cut the plant back. Leave it growing, and it'll come back out the next year and keep going. And I've done that, but this year was such a hot year and such a drought year for us that ours only got about, I mean, what are they, about
12,
12 to
15.
15 feet tall right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I doubt we're going to have anything on it.
Somebody asked, do we plant garlic? Yes.
Yes, we plant
And
garlic.
somebody wanted to know, how do you know when sweet potatoes are ready? Because answer that one.
I do my sweet potatoes based on a number of days. Sweet potatoes take 120 to 150 days to mature. And when I put mine in the ground in the spring, I mark it on the calendar and I count the days up to 120 to 150 days. Now go ahead and mark the calendar on those days, um, at the end, so that when the fall starts getting close to fall, my calendar is already marked from the spring, and I know exactly about what time I'll need to be digging my sweet potatoes.
How do you keep the stamina to keep going day after day? If y'all had seen him laying on the couch a while ago, I was going to
I
just
tell
turn
you,
the video around and so you could see
I
him.
almost didn't make it a while ago because I'm telling you, I work from daylight to dark today, and my energy level right now is at zero.
Yeah. So he was very give out. They just done him in, but I pressure washed some of the back porch. And what did you? Oh, he was working on the
I
sign.
worked on the sign. We planted gardens.
Yeah. What
We
else?
took care of the coon. I've reorganized my shop. I've
I
been
can't.
taking care of the pigs.
We've
Just
been busy all day, and
it's been one
then we had
long
to
day.
go water the greens
Yeah, we had to water
later.
the greens because it's been 4 days, 5 days since it rained here. We looked at the extended forecast, and the extended forecast doesn't have any rain in our forecast for another 10 days. And we had to put our greens in today because the weather conditions was right. So, we had to spend all evening toting water up there and watering our greens. So, you
Yeah,
know,
and have we fermented any of our vegetables? No, we haven't
no,
gotten into fermenting. That's something that we just hadn't even started because we're just pushing with so many coming in till I
yeah.
hadn't tried.
Okay, we are experimenting with sweet taters. Just dug
Dug
some
some.
last week, but left a few till later. If you dug them last week, it's going to take a couple of weeks for them to cure before you can actually eat them because the sugars in them will not be actually up to where they need to be at that point. They'll still be a little starchy.
You can eat them, but they won't taste as sweet.
Yeah, Patera's saying that there's no rain there either. I mean, we have none here. I mean,
It
it's like
rained what,
it's been 5 days since it rained, and it wasn't that much rain then. So we're just trying to get our greens in, because I mean, but that's not anything unusual for this time of the
Yeah.
year, because this time of the year it's usually a little bit dry anyway because it's harvest season. But we're keeping our eye on this hurricane that they have down in the Caribbean right now that's supposed to be coming up through Florida, and we're just not sure where that thing's going to go. So,
Wayne's Country says it's been raining for 3 days.
well, some people get blessed and some don't, I guess. But
He's being blessed. Yeah, and the carrots, we just checked. I just checked on the
Yeah.
carrots while he was taking a shower, and they're up. One bed is, it's very, very tiny little green things. By tomorrow, or at least the next day,
Tomorrow, Monday, we'll have to take the cover off of it that you saw me putting over them.
and the other bed, I had to water it because it was getting pretty dry. But the big bed y'all saw us plant, they're up. So we'll take the cover off and let you know about those.
Well, Farmer Meemaw said it's best to leave the sweet potatoes in the ground till frost. We can't do that here because if we leave ours in the ground here, something gets them. Because when we harvested ours a few weeks ago, the rats had already ate several of them. So we have to get ours whenever they get ready, because if we leave them in the ground, some varmint will dig them up and eat them.
Yeah, Deidre said she's sorry she stole the rain, but after a month of drought, she was glad it was raining.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And the sugar cane, I know a lot of people were wanting to know about sugar cane. I saw some
Yeah.
comments earlier about the sugar cane. Oh, I think before I do, somebody asked about the pineapples too. That was
Yes.
on the porch. The pineapples he started the year we met 3 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
We haven't had a pineapple
We
yet.
hadn't had a pineapple yet, but I hadn't put forth a lot of effort to fertilize them and take care of them like I should. For us, they're just ornamental on the porch, growing.
We hadn't tried to
I haven't.
do much with them other than
They're
keep them
just
pretty.
they're just something to put on the porch right now. We haven't actually put forth a lot of effort to make them grow and produce a pineapple. They're supposed to make a pineapple in 2 years, but it didn't happen. So
Yeah, they're 3 years old.
yeah.
So maybe next year, we'll see.
Yeah, the bee lady says up north they don't have rats in their gardens. You are so blessed if you do not have rats. We have rats everywhere.
Rats are crazy, and that's what we're worried about this garden up here with the sweet potatoes. We're hoping. I see Jennifer.
Oh,
I want to come when y'all do the sugar cane.
I want to relive my childhood of doing that. Well, we're going to be doing it this week.
Are you what day?
I was planning on doing it Monday or Tuesday, but
call us, Jen.
Call us, Jen. That's all I can tell you. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yes, we are going to make cane syrup. I'm going to have to do it on the stove right now because I don't have my evaporator pan up and going yet. So,
And Mike is saying 10 gallons of sugar water gets you 1 gallon of cane syrup. Is that
Yep.
right?
10 takes 10 gallons of sugar, of water.
10 gallons of juice.
10 gallons of juice to make 1 gallon of syrup. It takes 100 stalks to make 10 gallons of juice. So
somebody's asking how Rick's doing.
I really don't know. I talked to his brother this past week, and Rick has the brain aneurysm now, and they were supposed to have gotten back with me, but he's in a hospital in Birmingham right now.
And we've tried to contact him twice in the last few days and have not heard from anybody.
Have not heard anything. I don't know if he's still in the hospital. I don't know if he's passed away. I don't know if I have no clue right now.
The number we haven't gotten anybody, and all the text we've sent and all the messages are not going through to the people that we were sending them to. They're not getting back with us, so we have no clue. All we can say is just keep praying for him.
Echoes want to know, are we trying to get the cane done before the Hurricane Matthew? No, that's not. Hurricane Matthew plays no part in the sugar cane, because if it blows the sugar cane down, it won't hurt it. We're just doing this right now for YouTube purposes, because I normally would not cook it right now. I would be waiting to closer to Thanksgiving.
Danny, does sugar cane have a different line or different time than sorghum later in the season? Usually he'd be waiting till it's really cold.
I usually wait till it's in the 20s before I make sugar cane syrup if I'm going to cook it outside. But for YouTube purposes and just to be able to do a video, we're gonna cook some and we're gonna squeeze some and cook some
On the stove.
on the stove just so y'all can see how it's done.
And two, we don't have the pan.
Yeah,
the
and I don't have the pan built up either. I got a back of comments up here, y'all. There was one I seen a while ago. I wanted to.
How do you keep the pigs from eating the
Yes,
chickens?
how do I keep the pigs from eating the chickens? We don't have a
We
problem.
don't have a problem with that.
We raise our pigs with our chickens, and our pigs do not mess with the chickens. They can sleep right beside each other. They don't fool with each other.
They sleep with the sheep, the chicken.
Yeah, the pigs and the sheep all sleep together. I mean, they all pile up on each other out there. If you raise your animals together, you don't have, we usually don't have any problems. I mean,
not to say we wouldn't, but so far.
No, we ain't missed any chickens anyway. Let me put it that way.
Now, putting a whole bunch of chickens together that don't like each other is not good.
But I mean, the truth of the matter is, I'll be honest with you, the chickens run the pigs off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the chickens will attack the pigs. The pigs don't run from the chickens, so we don't have a problem with that.
It takes 2 years or more for a pineapple plant to bear its first fruit, even in the most optimum.
Yes, I agree with that.
So ours has been 3, so we're hoping maybe soon.
I used to make cane syrup every Thanksgiving myself years ago. My daughter's on the channel here; she can attest to that. We always made cane syrup. I'd cook
That's why she's wanting to come.
I would cook hundreds of gallons at a time. I mean, literally, and so it's something that I've gotten away from in many years, and I really miss it. And I'm trying to get myself set back up where I can get back to doing it again.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put Jennifer on the lawnmower.
We'll let Jen ride the lawnmower. Bring back memories to her.
That's all right. But that kind of brings us up to our fall tour. We've answered some questions, but does anybody have any questions on the fall tour? All those
we didn't talk all of it about the cane.
Oh, you didn't talk about what you wanted? Okay.
We didn't talk about the stripping it and the topping it and stuff like that. Sugar cane, yeah, you're kind of jumping the gun on me there a little bit. Sugar cane is one of those things that you have to strip it because let me put it this way: the whole object is to get as much water out of that stalk before you have to cook it as you can, because that's all the cooking process is about, is just taking the water out of the syrup. I mean, basically that's all you're doing.
Bye, Echoes.
And yes, we have bees. We have up to 100 boxes. I saw that come through here.
Coming, we got a guy that brings them.
He'll be coming in about 3 weeks.
Sometime in October. Back. He always brings them.
But anyway, you strip the fodder off the cane, and what that does is that stops the cane from holding any water, because all that fodder holds water on the cane. And then 2 weeks after you strip it, then you come in and you top it, and you let it stand for 2 more weeks after you top it. And what that does is that allows some more water to start evaporating out of it. And then I usually cut mine down and wait a week or so after I cut it down to squeeze it, because that lets even more water evaporate out of it. And the more water you can evaporate out of it, the less time you have cooking your syrup out. So.
And we won't be selling any because it's not going to make that much syrup, and we'll just keep it for our personal use. And somebody was asking about the oranges. The oranges have still got probably nearly a month, 2 months.
Oh yeah, the oranges don't get ready till almost Thanksgiving, so
it'll be a while.
Yeah, everybody's saying troll, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, somebody grabbed it. I saw that. Yeah.
This is our first show we've had trolls on, so that's pretty cool. We must be getting popular. Thank y'all.
They've been out tonight, so I appreciate it. Wheatree and Rain and Kitty and Amanda, all of you guys handling this, and Terry.
Yeah, just
knock them out.
Knock them out. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, Miss B Lady said 100 hives coming. Yes. Yes. We let this guy bring his hives here. They go to.
They go to California to the almond crops out in California, and then from there they take them up north to the clover fields, and then they bring them.
They winter them here.
Y'all be careful with Dottie, because Dottie meant a cane stripper. She's not trying to say anything.
Yeah, don't take her off.
Yeah, don't take her off. I saw what she said. She meant cane stripper.
So y'all fix Dottie if y'all were trying to take it off. Put her back in.
Yeah, make sure she gets back in. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing about sugarcane. Now, see, sugarcane is different than sorghum. You don't. Sorghum is a real tiny stalk, not much bigger than your finger, and sugarcane, mine gets as big around as your arm does. So they're two totally different things. One grows from seed. Sorghum grows from seed. Sugarcane is a rhizome. It actually grows from the stalk itself. So
Yeah, the stripper that she's talking about is the tool that Danny used
yeah,
to take
the fodder
the
off.
leaves off.
Yeah, it's actually called a stripper. So
So if somebody says stripper, you guys use judgment on that.
yeah,
They may be talking about that type stripper.
yeah, you're right, Doug. Everybody's kind of jumpy right now and on edge, but you don't have to be with us. I mean, we're pretty
Yeah,
cool
just
about
kind
that.
of watch that comment. I didn't think about some of those
Yeah,
things.
Logan said, "Do y'all do organic?" We don't use any kind of pesticides or anything on our farm. We're as organic as we can be this year on our. I've been organic for many years, so I mean, so yes, we're pretty much organic on our farm here.
Which one makes molasses, or both?
Molasses is just actually a process of making syrup. It's when syrup between syrup and sugar, molasses is just one of the processes of taking that you've taken out of the syrup when you make sugar.
And Lawrence wants to know, does sugar cane taste like maple syrup? No.
No,
It has a totally
totally
different
different
taste.
Um,
So
did the pig feeder perform as you expected over time? Yes, it performed perfectly. I've had no problems with it.
um,
My pigs have learned that only 3 at a time can go in it, and that's what they do. 3 will go in it, and 3 stand on the outside and wait for me to put feed in another feeder. So I don't have a problem with
yeah,
that.
they adjusted real well after one got stuck in it.
Yeah, one got stuck in it one day, and
It was funny.
I put a stop to that.
They decided to be patient. Your fruit trees
Trees look
amazing.
amazing. No bugs. Yeah, we don't have too many problems with that. We keep garlic planted around most all of our fruit trees.
That
So
was somebody was asking, how do we keep bugs out of them? The garlic is around most all of
most
them.
every one of my fruit trees has garlic. My peach trees, I paint a white latex paint up on the bottom of them, and we use bleach around the bottoms of our peach trees to kind of help control the borer worms and stuff like that. So we don't have a lot of problems with that.
Are we going to make sugar? No, we're just going to make the syrup.
Just the
And
syrup.
the syrup will turn to sugar.
No, I can make sugar. I mean, I can make sugar out of it because I know how. But it's just,
it will turn to sugar if you leave it long enough.
What do you use cane shucks for? We don't use them for anything. We just leave them laying on the ground and pile them back up over where we cut the sugar cane down at to kind of protect them through the winter. Okay, how do I deal with squash borers? Some say inject the stem to kill the worm. Squash borers, I've learned if you lay a wooden board down right beside your squash plants when you plant them, that when squash borers come, what they like to do is they like to get up underneath that board, and all you got to do is go out there every day and turn that board over, and you can kill those squash borers by hand because they'll usually be underneath the board. And you can also wrap the base of the squash plant with aluminum foil. That helps out too. Have you ever overcooked sugar cane? Yes.
He got in trouble with some old guys years ago.
For the elderly men, one time they taught me how to cook sugar cane, and yes, I have overcooked it before. You will scorch it if you overcook it, and it will actually turn to sugar, and it won't take it long to do it either.
Can you can the sugar like you did the flour? If you put sugar in the oven, it will melt.
It will melt.
You do not want to do that.
No, you can't do that.
It would be better off in a what do you call the buckets? Mylar bags or in buckets.
Be put it in Mylar bags and seal it. Okay, Grandma's Homestead says, been trying to grow wild plum trees. Can I graft a wild plum to a loquat plum tree? I'm not sure why you would want to graft a wild one to something, but unless you just like that wild one. If it's a plum, you can graft any plum to any plum. So you shouldn't have a problem with that.
What about canning cornmeal and oatmeal? We did cornmeal and oatmeal. We vacuum seal.
We vacuum seal our cornmeal and our oatmeal. We vacuum seal them.
Oxygen absorbers.
We put
moisture absorbers. Whatever.
Well, they're oxygen absorbers. We put 2 oxygen absorbers per quart jar.
Can you dehydrate sugar?
I
don't know.
I don't know about that one. I'll just be honest with you. I don't know if you can dehydrate sugar or not because it's already dry. I don't know if you. I don't know.
And I see old Alabama Gardener. I saw he made a comment earlier. Yes, we are looking forward to you coming and visiting. So just let us
Yes.
know.
Um, okay. Let me see here. You were wanting to go next to the fall tour, so
Yeah, I guess so. Um, we've been answering some questions on the fall tour, but if you guys
yeah.
have any more on the different plants and stuff like that, so I see the Addicted Prepper says he canned cornmeal this week. So that's good. We've
Kylie Hodge says I'm a troll.
she's announcing really.
Okay.
Uh,
Tell them you are so they can take you
how
out
long
then.
before your pecan tree produces, or do they produce every year? We got what 3 pecans last year off of it,
These
and
trees were a joke, y'all. I bought these trees. They were already 10 years old when I bought them. I paid $100 and something a tree for these trees, and they were supposed to be able to produce the second year after I planted them, and that's been 6 or 7 years ago, and they still don't make pecans. So I don't know what the deal is. I fertilize them, I take care of them, I do everything they told me to do.
and Angela King says, "What is the fall tour?" It's the video I put up today, Angela. It was a tour of our place, a lot of the plants that are still growing in the fall. What is yarrow used for? That is actually, it's used for stopping bleeding. It's a very good
Yeah.
for that. It
During
was
the Civil
used.
War, it was carried with them during the Civil War to pack in the wounds
Mhm.
of wounded soldiers to stop the bleeding. You can actually boil the root and make a tea out of it, and they would give it to them to drink and before they did surgery because it would put them to sleep where they could do surgery on them.
Your sheep think they are goats. Yes, they do. They climb on everything,
Yeah.
and the little black pig that was on the other side of the video looked like a little bitty black bear. After I got to looking at it, I kind of thought he was a black bear myself. Yarrow is
Yeah.
also a pain reliever
Yes,
as
it
well.
is. That's the reason they used it in war times because it was a pain reliever.
And actually, yarrow was the, I think it was yarrow. I better not say that because I've been reading on too many herbs here lately, and I'll get the histories of some of them mixed up. Um, that would be one of my things if I mixed it up. Yeah, yarrow goes all over the place. You saw it was
Yep.
all over
It,
that,
it spreads everywhere.
and we've kind of got it contained in one area right now. And I'm not, and I was trying to dig some of it up, and when it's wet, it'll come up pretty easy. But if it's not wet,
Yeah.
it ain't coming
Yeah,
up.
you can't hardly stop the stuff once you get it going.
And Mike said, "Very good music." Thank you, Mike. I enjoyed the music. Now I'm one that likes music, so you would be better off grafting to those pecan trees. Probably, Okie Rob. He
Yeah,
probably
they were
would.
grafted pecan trees when I bought them, and they were supposed to be trees that was for this area, but I don't know what the deal is. I mean, they're grafted trees already, but who knows? Maybe the soil or whatever.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that brings us up to,
Did you get all your fall tour in?
yeah, unless they ask questions. This week, let me see. Let me show you this.
Yes.
Yes, we have matching tops. This was sent by Addie Girls. I don't know if you guys can see it totally. I will try. But Addie Girls Homestead sent me this. Nikki did for my birthday. Isn't this awesome? It's going to hang by the door so that people coming in and out can see it. And somebody's asking, do I sew? Yes, I do. And then Miss Ladine sent these. Y'all look at this. There's 2 of them.
Now, these are original flour sacks for flour, and they still make these things.
And she sent them because our farm's name is Bluebird Farm, and it's a bluebird. And I just thought that was so special that somebody, thought of us with that. And then we also got from Suzanne. Y'all remember the little frog that I had, little wooden frog that you rake on it and it makes a croaking sound? She sent me another one because she told me I could let the grandbabies play with the first one. So she sent me another one for them. And then She also sent a chopper, and she sent Danny some straps.
Yep.
So he's already got a
Bungee cords.
bungee cord. He's already got a use for those. Those are going to come in handy. And that brings us up to
somebody. Let me answer some of these questions here.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to know, have I passed my vast knowledge on to my children?
Jennifer answered that.
My daughter's actually in this chat somewhere here if she's still there. I've left as much knowledge to them as I can. As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons I do these YouTube videos, is not only for y'all's benefit, it's for my children's benefit, so that in the future, if I pass away or something like that, my kids can always go back to these videos and they can see how their daddy grew stuff and done things. And
to Appalachia. She said, did I get them?
So that's another reason I do the YouTube videos, is for my family, so that they'll always, and my grandkids will always be able to will be able to pull up these videos and see how their grandfather did things, should things last that long. So
I didn't get flour Appalachia. I just got the bluebird sacks, and I'm going to take and make them like a pillow and put them over on the couch, so I'll have 2 pillows.
Somebody's asking me, are my eyes better? Not much better.
He's doing
I'm not. If y'all notice, I'm not answering as much online as I used to. A lot of my comments and stuff like that's because I just cannot be on the internet very long at a time, without affecting my eyes. It leaves me real dizzy and I can't walk very well afterwards.
Yeah, Doug, I hope the videos stay up, because we have, between the 2 of us, I have 11 grandchildren and Danny has...
I got 11.
Yeah, I think it's 11.
I have 11 grandkids and she has 11 grandkids.
So we've got lots.
We've got plenty of them. Now, there's tons of questions that has gotten past me.
Yeah, y'all may have to repost.
Yeah, just read.
Roxanne is not our daughter. I'm sorry.
No.
she said, "Hey, Daddy," a while ago or something. But no.
She said, "I wish I was though."
But actually, his daughter's
Shelley
Jennifer.
wants to know, did you get my email? Wanda looks at the emails right now. I don't know.
Which email did you send it to, Shelley? If it was info at Deep South Homestead, I haven't even had time to check it today. I will check it after the show, though. But that brings me up to...
I missed a bunch of these questions. I hate that when people...
I want to give a...
I'm going to try to go back while she's talking.
Yeah. I've got a book I want to recommend for you guys that are into fiction, into fiction reading. And I'm going to read you an excerpt out of it, and then I'm going to tell you what the book is. And then it's listed on our website, on our webpage, on the books and affiliates page. All right, this is from the book. This book now was written 10 years ago. No, 20 years ago. It was written 20 years ago. Today is Christmas Day, and Christmas Day is one more day to live through, one more day to be endured, so that someday soon this time will be behind us. By next Christmas, this will all be over, and my sister and I will have regained the lives we were meant to live. The electricity will be back, the phones will work, planes will fly above our clearing once again. In town, there will be food in the stores and gas in the service stations. Long before next Christmas, we will have indulged in everything we now lack and crave. Soap and shampoo, toilet paper and milk, fresh fruit and meat. My computer will be running. Eva's CD player will be working. We'll be listening to the radio, reading the newspaper, using the internet. Banks and schools and libraries will reopen, and Eva and I will have left this house where we now are like shipwrecked orphans. This book was written 20 years ago, and I found it quite by accident. Something was posted about a movie, and let me show you what the book is. It's called Into the Forest by Hegland. I enjoyed reading this book. It's about 2 girls. The power's out, and not because of an EMP or anything like that. You'll have to read the book, and then we can discuss it, because I don't want to give away a lot of it. But This is an awesome, awesome thing to make you realize if the power went out. Their power went out not because of anything massive, but it did go out, and it went out for a long time. And throughout the book, it's totally out, and what these girls have to do and how they get along and things like that. So you guys order this book or get it on a, what do you call it, an ebook or something like that.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
And then um, we'll talk about this book because it is a movie. I mean, if you want to watch the movie, but you get more out of the book. I think you would really enjoy that. All right.
Okay.
Doug said his power went out.
Okay, before we get too far into the video here tonight,
You only got 10 minutes.
and I've only got 10 minutes left here, I want to tell everybody on the channel, because we've got about as many people up. I don't know how many people's watching right now because we don't have any numbers.
We don't have any numbers, so we don't even know.
I want to tell y'all, so many of y'all have been wanting me to do a Bible study channel. That channel is up and running. I've already got a video up on it. The name of it is called All God's Children. I named it that because I felt like we could have all of the different people come into it, and we can all sit down and study God's Word. And
Tree, can you put up All God's Children for us?
yeah. So I mean that a lot of people's asked me to do this. 255. Okay. A lot of people's asked us to do this Bible study, so we did it. The first of the week, as a matter of fact, and what I'm going to do is I'll do the Bible study, and then after a few days, I will take and do a live stream on it for questions to interact with the people. So,
and we will let you know when the live stream's going to be, because it'll have to work around our schedules. It can't be a set time right now until we can figure out what works best for y'all and what would work best for us.
Yeah, they want to know, can we put a link in the info after the chat? Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I think Tree Mike can pick it up and put it in there in a minute.
Yeah.
Thank you, Appalachia. It should be. I mean, we're just trying to get it going.
Yeah, so it's just new. I started off with a particular subject, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be just picking books in the Bible. I'm going to be talking on particular subjects. We'll be looking at what the Bible has to say about those particular subjects. And I'm telling you, we're hoping that y'all will enjoy it. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah.
How many pigs will you slaughter? It depends on how I feel. If they tick me off, I'll slaughter 6 of them. If they don't tick me off,
not seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay, Tree, it's in our what do you call it? Our subscriber list. I don't know if you can pick it up from our channel. Can you see our who we subscribe to? We do have it.
Yeah.
If not, we'll put a link in it afterwards.
We'll put a link afterwards anyway.
And
prayer requests, y'all. I want to go ahead and mention to y'all, as time's running out, if any of y'all have prayer requests, put them in. Go ahead and start putting them in there so that people can begin praying for y'all and some of the requests that you have. But for us particular, I mean, I don't know about Rick. I'm going to go ahead and mention that yet, but I do want to keep him in your prayers and his family. Well, he don't have any family other than his brother.
Yeah.
I want y'all to keep Patera's husband James in your prayers and their family, because they're still having to deal with some issues. I want to keep Starry in our prayers because she's still mending. I just mentioned Patera. Oh,
I'm sorry. I was reading. Loretta wants to know, does this mean the preaching will end on this channel? Probably not. He's still doing porch time.
I'll still be doing porch time, but I won't be doing as much. I won't be relating as much biblical stuff on porch time as I usually do, because I'm trying to separate the 2 channels, because
and still there will be, the Bible will be mentioned. There still will be things, and when he needs to talk about something, it's all going to be related.
Yes.
But he's gearing Bible study stuff to that channel.
There's some things happening that's going on right now that the Lord has showed me that I just feel like it would be better to share on a separate channel than to try to put it in with this channel. Tree's got it. Okay. Thank you, Tree.
Yeah, she found it. Okay. Terry's putting up Carl Brooks, Brad and Krista, Doug and Stacy, Jason, Big Bear, and Starry Hilder. That's prayer request.
Yes. Okay, those are people that we usually pray for daily anyway. Most of those people.
Yes. Pray for her friend Judy. That's Bandana Grandma. Paula has family health issues. I'm seeing a few of those things. All right. Is there anything we have?
Trying to make sure we hadn't missed anything here.
We had
my shout out. Oh, I got to get my shout out in. I almost missed my shout out. My shout out for tonight for a channel is the Pratt family with Mike and Jenny. I really like their channel. They're new, young, upcoming homesteaders. And my heart goes out to them because Jenny's just found out she's got a physical problem that she's having to deal with. And it's going to make it kind of tough on the homestead for them for a while. So if y'all hadn't been watching the Pratts, go over and watch Mike and Jenny and keep Jenny in your prayers because she's had to have some surgery. I'm not going to tell you what's wrong with her. Go watch her channel and she explains what's going on with her physically. And they're a very young family with young kids. So.
And your daughter Jennifer's having surgery.
And my daughter Jennifer is having her gallbladder removed. I hope she don't mind me saying that, but she has her upcoming surgery. Is it this week?
I think it's about sometime in the next week or so.
Sometime in the next week here. Y'all keep her in your prayers.
And on the Pratt family, now Danny really likes Mike.
I love
Mike. He's gotten into watching Mike because he says he feels like he's watching himself years ago. So
yeah. When I was just a young guy, he just Mike reminds me of myself. You know, we just jump out there and do anything. I love watching him and his pigs and his homestead. You know, he's getting his goats ready to milk and things like that. I just love watching a beginning homesteader come to life like that. I just hate to know that they've got this problem with Jen now that, but I'm sure that God's going to bless them and take care of them and if we keep them in our prayers. So.
And Jen just has such a wonderful attitude. I love to watch her. She's somebody you just want to sit down and chat with.
Yes.
I just like, her attitude and all. So that's going to be our shout out. So y'all check out Pratt Family Homestead.
Okay.
I think we've almost, you better be
right.
saying your prayers.
I'm going to have to be saying my prayer here, y'all.
We're reading them, but you guys just keep reading them.
Just keep putting them up, and we're going to go ahead and go to prayer here. Father, we thank you for this day that you've given us now. And Lord, we want to start off by first of all asking to be forgiven of our sins. We want a clean slate before you, Lord. So as we come before you tonight, there won't be anything that will hinder this prayer from reaching your throne. And Father, I want to just step out and say, I want to continue to pray for Rick's situation and for Patera and James and their family, Lord, for Starry and for my daughter Jennifer and for Big Bear. And Lord, there's been so many of them here that's been mentioned tonight. Father, you know that I can't remember all of them. And Father, I know that you know every one of them. You even know the hairs of their head, Father. And I just pray that you look down on their situation, whether it be physical, spiritual, financial, emotional, Lord, whatever it is. I just pray that you'd answer it in a way that would best glorify your kingdom, Father, and it would help these people out. Lord, I pray for our country and the situations that we're in now as we have this presidential election coming up. I pray that you'd be merciful to us in this, Father, and watch over us and guide us through this. And Lord, I pray for each and every person watching this channel here tonight that you would bless them. And Father, I pray that in some small way tonight that we might have been able to be a blessing to these people, Lord, and because they've been diligent, they've been faithful and sitting here watching us and taking time to be a part of this chat and this channel, Lord, I just want you to bless them, Father. And Lord, I just as I come before you tonight, I just humble myself, Father, because I'm humbled at the fact that there's so many people that want to sit down and listen to Wanda and I as we tell about our life and our daily struggles and the way that we farm here, Lord. And Lord, we've gotten so many comments and so many letters in the mail this week from people who've been blessed by this channel. And Father, that just humbles us. And we want to thank you for allowing us to be a part of this now. And I just want to ask that you be with, that you just be with all of us, Lord. And Father, help us through uncertain times that lie ahead of us here, and help us to prepare for the unknown future, Father, that lies before us now. I just want to take this time to tell you I love you and I appreciate you. We ask this in the name of Christ. Amen.
Okay, I want to tell you guys too to check out the Homestead Network. We have all the times listed of everybody that's going to be on, and after us, go to An American Homestead.
Homestead, yes.
Zach will be on in about 2 seconds or less, and check out all the other channels. We have them scheduled all during the day and stuff. And thank you guys for coming.
Thank y'all for another great afternoon.
We really appreciate it.